Good morning, Internet. I am Jeff Carpenter here in Glass River Media Studios at Venture X Arlington. And with me, as always, is Ronan wearing the headphones.
Oh, yeah, I am wearing the headphones. This second time? Second time in a row I was wearing headphones.
An earbud broke, and we've got one on order.
Yep.
But until then, you're going to be sporting. You know what you look
the
like?
white headphones?
You look like one of the old iPod ads where everyone was in silhouette and they just had those lines, and you're wearing the black shirt with the white headphones. It's very striking.
I mean, I got a bit more light on me than a silhouette would. So at least you could see me. So that's
Yes.
a plus. That is a plus.
Well, other than that, everything is, I think, working tip-top shape today. Would you agree?
For the most part, yeah, I think so. I mean,
For the most part.
if we're seeing this live, then yeah.
Well, that's always the test.
Yes.
If we're on the internet, then things can't be going too bad.
Yep.
Speaking of being on the internet, I would like to introduce the internet to our guest today, Assata Black, who is, sales and, you tell me your title. What do you do here?
Yes, I handle all of our sales and marketing here at Venture X.
Venture X.
Yes.
So for the regular viewers who were watching yesterday, we had Dan on. Dan is your boss, so I have that right?
Yes, that's correct.
He kind of is in charge around here, but you run things. We've been here for a few months now, and I know there's a few things that are technically his purview. I always ask you first.
Yes.
Because you always know what's going on.
Exactly. So I'm basically, how would you put it? I'm the juggler, and Dan is running the show, but
Yes.
the performance is off.
He's the ring master. You're the lion tamer.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Lots of lions. What goes on up here on the 7th floor? For everyone watching, we are here at Courthouse Metro, 7th floor of this building, and we got our own little corner of the woods here, little studio that we show off every day. But outside that door is kind of a mystery. Tell people what they are going to find if they come off the elevator up here.
Yeah, absolutely. So the space is pretty dynamic. It does all the things. So what we try to do up here is make it super convenient, super welcoming for anyone who kind of is looking for workspace, whether that be, you need to be around other people to be a little bit more motivated to get things done, or, you prefer like a private space. And then, of course, we have your typical meeting rooms. We have some creative spaces like this beautiful studio here. Love what you guys have done with the place.
Yeah, it was kind of dull when we moved in. It was
yeah, I needed definitely a little sprucing
just
up.
gray walls. But no, I think we have made good work of it. The lobby is nice too. We had to. You never visited our original office. Was not this nice, the studio, because it worked for us and it was fine. But we moved here, and when you come in the lobby here, we're like, okay, we got to up our game, because if they come through this lobby into our old studio, it's just not that impressive.
Yeah,
so we kept up. Were you? Things were set up when you got here, right? Or were you part of the setting up, or how long have you been here?
So I didn't have to do much of the setup, luckily. When I got here, my job was just to get people inside of the rooms, furnished, ready to go, and just needed, some life inside.
Yeah, you're showing the people. So we actually, we are here because we came here with another client a year ago, and it was you and Natalie were helped us shoot some stuff. They had rented a room, and the client said to us, "Hey, can we shoot in this meeting room?" And we're like, "Well, no, because you're doing a meeting in the meeting room."
Right.
And so you got us another little space in the corner, and we spent all day in there. And that's kind of when we started talking about maybe we should stick around. This is a pretty cool place. I'll have you know that day. Ronan learned all about the parking lot across the street, because they needed interviews done at certain intervals throughout the day. Mostly we left him alone for 90 minutes at a time. And so he was in that back corner.
I was just staring at the parking lot.
Just staring at the parking lot. And I would come back and say, yeah, they're ready in about 10 minutes. And he would say, this truck comes by every 20 minutes and drops something off, and it's back again. He's like, but they're going to be back in 20 minutes. And he's like, this guy's been circling the corner looking for a spot, and pretty soon he's going to give up. He had learned the neighborhood.
Hey, way to do your research, Ronan. I like that.
Yeah. He was good. Now he was looking out the window. You have a window. We intentionally do not have a window in here because we can't deal with the sunlight.
We're vampires.
What do you see out your window? What's outside?
So actually, my window just faces another building, but it is reflective. So I do get to kind of spy on what's happening on the outdoor balcony, which is very nice. I know who's outside, when the umbrella's up or down. So I get a view,
That's
just
nice.
a little bounced off view.
When we shot out there, we asked your permission, and I'm glad we did now, because
I would have known about it.
You would have known. Got a view. Tell me about the kitchen out here. We don't use it enough. Ronan and I are always eating at our desk in here. But I'm always struck by how many people are out there. You guys have a like a community or something? Like what's going on?
Yes. So the kitchen is conveniently placed next to some other workspaces. So it gives you the opportunity, grab your coffee, and get back to your desk. You get to see other people, interacting with the space. And then it's also a pretty cool space that we actually transform. So whether it be for, private events or one of our community events, it just gives people opportunity to just kind of get out there, mingle with other people in this space, get to know what's happening in the community.
Love it.
Yeah.
Did you inherit this job from anyone else, or were you new enough that you're kind of like the first person?
You know what? It was kind of an inheritance, but I didn't get to meet my predecessor.
Oh, okay.
But when I came in, I think both roles needed to be filled, so it was convenient that me and Natalie joined at the same time.
Oh, you were together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
For everyone watching, Natalie has left us for other opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, when we got here, it was Assata and Natalie, and we have moved on. So if you're kind of coming in without someone to like train you, what was your biggest challenge? Like your first month, what made this job like until you figured it out?
Oh, that's a great question. So where we're located, a beautiful building, but I think when most people think co-working, they're not thinking 7th floor,
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard getting people to find us at first. But since we've, updated our signage, we got some stuff happening on the streets, and then, just getting out into the community and just letting people know like, hey, we're right across the street. I know it doesn't look like it. Just come up and see us. That was definitely a challenge. But I think once people saw the space, like found it, and were actually able to step inside, it definitely did something for the space. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we haven't had much trouble with us telling people how to get here.
Yeah.
Our old space, GPS would take people to the back door for some reason. We had a front door.
Oh, that's funny.
That was a front door with glass and a sign and everything. And then we would get people calling us, and they're like, "We're by the dumpster," and they're like, "There's a bunch of unlabeled doors," and we're like, "Yeah, that's the back door." They're like, "We were knocking." I'm like, "Yeah, but we're in the front and we can't hear." So this is a breeze. That once they get up to the 7th floor, it's
awesome.
not difficult at all. I did almost get locked out of my car the other day. I went to,
no.
I had some friends who were doing a dinner. I went after work. I met them. Didn't come back till like after 11 o'clock. And the doors to the building were locked. And I was like, I hope I can get my car. It turns out the garage is open. I walked on down. No problem.
I think it's up until 12. So an hour later, you would have been out of luck.
Would have lost my car. Okay, good to know. Didn't have any trouble that night, though.
Awesome.
So, well, that is very cool. For everyone watching, actually, for anyone watching who knows Assata, which I'm hoping is, Ronan. I know he tried to anticipate me, and I fooled him. I tricked him. For everyone watching who knows Assata, I'm hoping that some people tuning in today are familiar with her. Come in and be a guest too. Ask her if you know her. Ask her. We're sending out the net. We've made some jokes about sending Ronan out on the street with a microphone or whatever.
Oh, I would love to see that.
We might still do that.
Yeah.
But the real way to get in here is just to talk to her or me. If you know her, message her. If you know me, message me. And we want to share a little bit of what's going on in Northern Virginia and the Washington D.C. area. That's what we're here for. Is just sharing. People and people in places, and so if you are a person or a place, come on in. Unless you're too big of a place, we only have a certain amount of space in here.
Right.
But
that
if
is true.
you can come in the studio, I would invite you to. One of the other things we do once you're in the studio is Ronan always has something fun to show us. And what do you have for us today, Ronan?
Don't put too much pressure on me, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes it's not fun.
Ronan, did you happen to find something that's totally uninteresting?
We'll see. That's for you guys to judge. That's not my place to.
Okay.
Well, it's my place to ask, but it's not my place to answer. And yeah, we'll see what you guys think about this guy.
Back here, Assata, we're going to see Iguana Island. I already like it. A private island in the Caribbean Sea has gone on the market. It sits on 5 acres of land and has a 3-bedroom house. Okay, so we're talking about shared workspace here at Venture X. Yep. This could be the ultimate shared workspace. Just the commute is going to be a little bit of a challenge.
We definitely have to figure out how we would get you there.
You have, they might have a better view, but in just about every other aspect, I think you have a better deal. You're on the metro. You're
next to DC.
Have a locked elevator with key card doors. You have a nice community of people, but you are missing iguanas and palm trees.
I mean, that's something we could do, right?
You could
How do you feel
in.
about faux foliage?
So yesterday, the story we showed Dan was a senator. What state was she from, Ronan?
I think it was New Hampshire.
A senator from New Hampshire brought in a full-sized moose
and bear
into her office, And so I asked Dan if he was up for taxidermied animals in the lobby, and he didn't say no. So just giving you that.
He didn't want to
opening,
exclude anyone from the community. That's what that was.
just so you know, moose might be on the menu for you.
Okay.
But, okay, scroll down, Ronan. What else do we
Okay.
have? Iguana Island.
So yeah, so this island can be purchased less than the average American house
That's a
at 475,000.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good here in Northern Virginia,
Yup.
for sure.
5 acres of land, features a home with 3
Yep.
bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Perfect for swimming, fishing, and watching the stunning sunsets. All right.
And then there's the island
there we
itself. Yep.
They said house. I see 2 buildings. Like they're underselling themselves.
Right? Is someone staying? Am I having a neighbor?
Maybe it's a guest house.
Maybe just a shed. I don't know.
little dock.
A garage. I don't know.
Okay.
What about the grocery store? Like, where did I find that?
That is a challenge.
Well, well, the seafood market is right here. This is the seafood
I do
aisle.
love
Yep.
seafood.
Depends on.
Then that's the house you're looking at.
Okay.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's like a typical like Florida like beach house.
I like
The
it.
coastal colors and the coastal
Not
insides.
bad.
They were. The federal government is also selling off lighthouses. I don't know if you saw.
I-
if you
I
wanna
did
buy a
see that.
lighthouse.
Are they operational? Can I
Because-
go up there and?
No, I don't know. What I do know, it's kind of a bad deal in that you buy it and own it, but you still have to like maintain it. Like you can't like let it go into disrepair like, as a historical thing. Like they don't need them because GPS exists now, which is why they're selling them. But like the Coast Guard is still in charge of like making sure they are like maintained. So I don't know. I wanted to buy one, and then I was like, oh, but I can't let it go into disrepair. It's
I
not
mean,
a
but
great
the other
deal.
thing is, you could definitely generate some revenue, do
Yeah.
some tours or something.
I think there could be a
Or it
lot
could
of
be-
them were like this. They were like out on like islands a mile from shore. They're not
Oh, I
like
see.
on the mainland. This one doesn't come with a lighthouse, does it, Ronan?
Not that I know of. I mean, there's this tower of some sort. I'm guessing that's a water tower. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see
You
that.
see that?
Yeah, that's probably water, or maybe
It's like,
propane.
I mean, it looks like that looks like a propane canister, but why would it be up on a tower like this?
To keep the
Safety reasons.
bears from messing with it,
Right.
or iguanas. I guess this island is purely
Iguanas.
iguana.
Right.
I mean, iguanas can climb trees, can't they?
Oh yeah, never mind.
Look,
Yeah,
right?
you definitely
Yeah.
can.
You can't hide. Okay, well, I like this. I like the price. Don't think
I mean, this could be like an Airbnb if you think about it.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a challenge. I think you might have a little bit of difficulty bringing tours in.
They could fly. Just plop a runway there.
But no, I think that should be top of list for the next Venture X location.
I will add it to Dan's list.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
telling me that the new one just opened in Fairfax.
Yeah.
and that they're. I said the first one I saw was in Dallas, and he was like they're all over Dallas. So for some reason that's like the hub. I think we need to start pushing into the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
That
I mean, we do have some international locations. If you're ever in
Yeah.
Costa Rica, look us
okay.
up.
Oh,
Well, if
Costa Rica too.
they got Costa Rica, this is a very very
Just a
slight
hop,
step.
skip, and a mile away. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I love it.
And plus, I'm sure there's a bunch of like fishes and things that want to start a business. You know,
Maybe
maybe let's not
Yeah.
get too ambitious.
we'll put that one on the back burner. Anyway, don't want to take up any more of the audience's time, but do want to say that if you are at all interested in visiting Glass River Media and or Venture X, guess what? You got to do them both. You cannot get here without walking through Venture X because it's the same thing. So we're up here. I love to show off the studio. Assata loves to show off the other offices. And if you ever come for a tour, you get to talk to both of us. That's 2 for the price of 1.
Exactly.
So if you're seeing this on Glass River's page, say hi to me, Jeff. And I'm hoping that this is going to be on Assata's social media as well. If you're looking there, say hello to her, and then come on by and say hi.
Yeah, because why not?
Why not? That's the spirit. Why not?
And what makes this the best deal of all, it's a lot easier to get here than this island right here.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Right. We
Our
have the
studio.
metro. We
Yep.
have you can drive in, park.
Parking garage.
We have an airport just like 3 miles away too.
That
airport.
too,
Yeah, lots and lots of options that don't involve boats. Well, now I've gone and said it. We need a way for boats to get to Glass River Media.
Oh, dang.
We need to get. There's a dock.
I mean, it's in the name, Glass River. So,
I know.
like,
When we don't provide that service, this is a big oversight.
this is where we need music boat to come in handy.
Music boat, yeah.
Yep.
Music boat. That was about 3 weeks ago, Assata. There was a
Yep.
boat that has its own soundtrack.
Yep.
The BMW built a boat, and they got a Hollywood music composer to write a song just for this boat.
Oh,
So when you
wow.
buy the boat, it plays a Hans Zimmer soundtrack that you like. that only lives on the boat.
Yep.
So
How much was that boat?
do you remember, Ronan?
I don't think I gave a price.
It was a BMW
too
electric boat.
expensive.
So yeah, probably pricey. No. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. We are hopefully going to have a lot more guests soon. I know that the greatest feedback was this show was too much Ronan and Jeff, so we're doing everything we can to rectify that.
I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think the words "too much" say it all. But if you're just a viewer, hopefully we get some fresh faces in here. But also,
Yep.
come on in. Anyone, if you can walk into this building, or if you can ride a motorcycle into this building, or
Well, not into the building.
No, outside.
Okay, she says no motorcycle in the building.
Well, I mean, the building has a garage underneath it. Does that count as
You know what?
bring a
It
motorcycle
kinda
into
is,
the
isn't
building?
it? In the
that's
building,
You can
yeah.
ride a motorcycle into the parking garage and take the elevator up here. Then we would love to see you. Also, just regular pedestrians.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that is all for today. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching.
See ya.
Bye.